Hey guys, this is Edwin. In this video, we're going to learn how to make a printable. And for this lesson, we're going to make sermon notes. The software I'm going to be using today is going to be the Affinity software, and it's the Affinity Publisher one. And I love the Affinity products. They're basically just like Adobe products, but it's just a one-time purchase and there's no subscription. I highly recommend that you check it out. I'll put a link in the description below for you guys to check out the Affinity products. Alright, so let's just get started here. So for this lesson, I'm just gonna show you my process and what I'm gonna do. And Affinity is pretty easy to learn, I would say. If you have any kind of Photoshop skills, it's pretty similar, I would say. So anyways, we're gonna begin right now. And so we're gonna go to the left side here and we're gonna click on this A right here. It's like a text tool, so you're gonna just drag it in there and I'm just gonna write in sermon notes. And it's a bit big, so I'm going to do Command A, and I'm going to go to the size, which I'm going to do 24 for now. And then I'm going to do sermon note, make it a little bigger, drag it to the top. That looks good to me so far. All right, so I want to get this A again, and I want to just make another text. I'm going to type in name. There you go. And I'm just going to copy and paste this. So I'm going to click on this. I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to do Command C, and then I'm going to do Command V to copy it. And there you go. There's another one right there. I'm going to do date. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do speaker. And I can't forget the colon. Alright, so this is what I got so far. I got the title, I got the name, date, and speaker. That's going to be pretty much the top of the notes here. And I'm going to put a little notes section right here. So for this one, I'm just going to put a text first, just for reference. So I'm going to put notes. Alright, so I got the notes right here, and I'm going to get a text box. So I'm going to go to the box right here. Oh, the shapes, the triangle tool. I'm going to do the rectangle tool. I'm going to drag it in, and I'm going to go halfway point, and I like this alignment right here. So I'm going to go to the alignment. About here, I'm just going to eyeball it, and then I'm going to click on this square or this rectangle, and I want the inside to be white. So I'm going to go to fill, and let's see if I can do that here. So yes, I can. I made it white, and I want the outline to show. So let's see if I can do that. And it's showing a little bit, but I want it a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go to this point reference right here, the width, and I'm just gonna make it up to maybe 2 point, well, maybe 1.5 actually. I think that looks okay. And I don't like how sharp the corners are, so I'm gonna click on this. Let's go to the corners. I'm gonna make it rounded, and I'm just gonna do maybe about 5%, maybe a little less, maybe 3. I'm gonna click on this again. I feel like it's a little too thick. I'm gonna go to just 1.0. Alright, so this is what I have so far, the name, date, speaker, notes, and the rectangle. And now I'm going to do another text box right here, and it's going to be key verses, and maybe another one right here says key points. So I'm just going to copy and paste this, and I'm just going to I'm going to drag it to the left. Make sure to go to the middle, go halfway. I'm going to copy and paste this. I'm going to go to the bottom now and make sure it's evened out, and maybe I'll make it evened like this. And I'm going to drag this to the left a little bit, and I'm going to drag this to the left a bit just to give it more space. And this is pretty much my outline. So I'm almost there. So this is what it looks like. So I got the name, date, speakers. So I'm going to put a little text box right here for the sermon notes, just so people can fill it in. So I'm going to go to the left side. I'm going to go to the rectangle again. But you know what? I'm just going to actually copy and paste this and just make it smaller and make it a fillable thing right there. Copy and paste that, make it fillable, and copy and paste that. Now I kind of feel like there needs to be more room here, but it could just be the font. So I'm just going to mess with the fonts right now. So I'm going to make sure this one's good. So I'm going to do 36 for now. I'm going to do something else for this one for the name, maybe 16. And then I'm going to do 16 for the others. Alright, so I changed all the font sizes, so I think this looks a lot better. So I'm going to drag this to the top. I'm going to drag the rectangle to the top. Make sure the text boxes or these shapes are on the right size, so I'm going to just shrink them. Make sure it's centered. I'm going to do Command plus. Oh, excuse me, hold on. Click out. I'm going to do Command plus, and I'm just going to zoom in to make sure everything looks good. And just to make sure everything's uniform, I think it's better actually if I copy and paste this. So I'm gonna copy that and paste that, and I'm gonna copy this and paste that. And I know the speaker word is a little bit longer, so it doesn't start at the right place. So what I'm gonna do is actually extend this just to make it more uniform looking. Make sure it's centered. Make sure this is aligned, and as you can see, the green line shows up, and that looks good to me. And I'm gonna zoom out now. Alright, so this is what I got so far. So what I'm feeling right now is I feel like I just want to actually extend this the whole way for the name and date, because this looks a little awkward, and I feel like I want more room for the speaker name. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually delete this. I'm going to actually move this up a little bit, and I'm going to extend this to the bottom. And I'm going to just extend this actually all the way to the right. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to align everything inside these lines. So I'm going to make this a little smaller. I'm going to move this as well. And I'm just going to adjust everything. So I'm just going to actually highlight everything and just drag it. And then make sure everything's inside the line. So it looks like it's a little bit bunched up, so I'm just going to give it more space. Alright, so I just gave it a little bit more space right here, and everything looks a little bit more aligned right now. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put notes on the other side, and I'm going to put key verses on the left side. Alright, so this looks like it's pretty good so far. And now what I'm going to do is just change the font name. So let's see, for sermons I'm going to do something else, and so I just chose black and white display, and I'm going to make sure these are lowercase. So let's see if I can do that right here. Nope, it's all uppercase, but it's alright. I'm just going to keep it as it is. I'm going to give it more space between the letters, make it bigger. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm going to go to character right here, and I'm going to give it more space. Okay, that looks a lot better to me now. And I want to change the font of these ones too, so let's see what I can do here. So I just changed this to Avner, and that's the one I'm going to be using today. Alright, so I changed everything to Avner. I have everything aligned up. Everything looks good to me. And I'm just going to make small adjustments here. So everything looks good so far. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to not make this black. I'm going to actually make it dark gray. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to the stroke, and I'm going to make it dark gray. I went to swatches, and then I'm going to choose maybe the third one. Probably the fourth one. Let's do the fourth one. Hey guys, so I'm finished now. This is my sermon notes. If you are interested in getting this, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. Take care.